Hey guys, welcome back to the Untrained Unprofessional Range. I'm Nobody. Glad to have you here. Had the thought yesterday after responding to some comments and made me start wondering about the great mystery that seems to have dawned upon everyone here in the last month, and that is the 9-pound spring a little sluggish or underpowered? And I started thinking, well, what if there's a way that we can really prove that, try to put this to bed? Well, my thought is, why don't we see if it can keep up with a shooter going as fast as they possibly can. And if it's underpowered, then that might show up. Now, the only problem with this is I'm not the greatest shooter in the world. I don't even know if I'll be able to pull the trigger fast enough. But the one advantage that I have is that I'm not going to be aiming at a target. I'm just going to be aiming down range. So I don't have anything to think about other than just jerking the trigger. So we'll see if I can get it to not respond to a trigger pull. Now, unfortunately, I forgot my timer. I was in such a hurry to get out here after I finished my day that I walked out without my timer to see if I could collect data on splits and see what is too fast and what is just fine. So we're just going to wing it for now, and if we need to, we can collect data another time. But let's see what happens. Alright guys, let's see how this goes. Well, that was just fine. Let's see if I can go faster. Ooh. One is in there. All right. We're gonna have to reload and see if we can do this again, because I might have outrun it. I don't know. Got a dead trigger. Have to watch it again on video and see what it did. So, but right now, maybe I outrun it. I don't know. I'm gonna reload. All right, guys, we're gonna try a few more here. See if we can go ahead and duplicate this. Okay, that seemed to be fine. Okay. I don't know if it's outrunning the trigger. I think it's more like I'm not getting fully off of that trigger is probably what's going on. So I don't know. Maybe one more go through. One more go through. One more go through. You know, surprisingly enough, going like this really fast is a lot harder than what it seems like. You think you could be really fast, but doing 20 rounds in a row and then 20 more, it's kind of hard. Take a break. Don't drop the slide or people yell at you on an empty chamber. New holster. Can you see it? Ragnarok. Pretty sexy. Let's go back to the truck for some thoughts. All right, guys. So some initial thoughts, and of course I'm gonna go back and watch the video a little bit and see what's going on, see if I can see it a little bit better on a bigger screen instead of the little camera screen here. So, but right now, do I think that this is undersprung? For a range gun, no. I 100% think, you know, that at 9 pounds right now, that perfectly fine at the 9 pounds. Now, if this was a duty gun or a carry gun, even a nightstand gun, you know, where I had to bet my life on it, then I would for sure think about doing a 12-pound spring, just because I would want more data on it before I got totally comfortable running a 9-pound all the time, because I'm going to want to make sure that this is going to function every time if and when I need it. So my thoughts on what happened when I was actually shooting and had the issue or two, I think I was not allowing the trigger to reset. So just going too fast and my finger just kind of cramping up, and because doing this in a very short amount of time is actually a lot harder than what you would think it is. So go try it. So it's fun and it's harder than what it seems. So, but I think if I were to do this again, I think the data would require that I need to have a shot timer with me, just so I can see what the splits are, you know, how many point whatever decimal, you know, rounds per second it really is. So, but I think, you know, it's like when it really comes down to it, unless you're like a grandmaster shooter or a big competition shooter where you can really run the gun, you might be able to outrun it. But I think the average shooter, you know, like nobody included, you're probably not going to outrun it. So at least not initially. You know, once the spring starts maybe getting a little tired, it's possible that you'll start outrunning it. And then you can always just replace the spring, maybe go with a 10-pound. I will tell you that I was actually hoping in a way that I would outrun it, because I have a 10-pound and an 11-pound along with the 12-pound spring that I already have being shipped, and I thought it would be fun to say, it's like, oh, okay, well, I outran the 9-pound, you know, let's try a 10 and see if that helps, you know. But for me, it's not going to matter, you know, until I figure out how to do this faster. But if it's a problem for you, if you can do this faster than me and outrun the gun, then, you know, try the 10 and then the 11, and then let me know, you know, what you ended up going with. So it'd be pretty interesting to see how many people are outrunning it. So, but like I said, for the most part, I don't think most of us are going to outrun it, and I don't think it is undersprung. And, you know, it's like, I will reiterate that if you want to go with the 12 pound, because, you know, it's a duty gun or concealed carry or, you know, whatever you're betting your life on, or 12 pounds just makes you giggle, you know, that's cool. You know, go with the 12 pound spring, because, you know what? It's your gun. You can do whatever you want. I'm not going to complain about it. And just like I expect you guys not to complain if I'm running a 9 pound spring, you know, because it's kind of stupid. You know, it's my gun and your gun is your gun, and, you know, we'll run it how we want to run it. So, but yeah, perfectly fine the way it is, in my unscientific, untrained, unprofessional opinion. So, get out there to the range, guys. Have some fun.